Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Perfect Shot by Ridwan. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill every row, column, and box with the digits 1 through 9 without repeats. Orange lines are 10 lines. Each line consists of one or more contiguous groups of cells, each of which sums to 10. These groups of cells cannot overlap, and digits may repeat on lines and even within sums. And so that's how an orange line works. So as an example, something along the lines of this could be, for example, this could be 4, 6, 3, or actually let's just make this 4 and 6. So this pair of digits adds up to 10, and this pair of digits adds up to 10. And this works because the line is broken up into segments, none of which can be part of another segment, and those segments must add up to 10. So that's an example of how the 10 lines works. And again, they have to add up to 10 for each segment. You cannot have overlap. You can have repeats even within the same segment of a 10 line. So remember that. And then we have arrows, where digits along an arrow must sum to the digit on that arrow's circle. So as an example, this could be 2 and 6, and this would be 8, right? Because the digits along the arrow must sum to what's in the circle attached to that arrow. And so 2 and 6 add up to 8. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. This set of this 10 line. So a 10 line can never be just one digit, right? Because we don't have the digit 10. That's not a digit. And it can also so it must always have a set of 2, 3, or 4 along a 10 line. I think even certain 10 lines could be 5, but not in the way that it's set up right now. This would be the only potential possible one, but the thing is you require multiple ones if you want to do that, right? And twos, I think, right? You could do 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Well, technically this could be, but the problem is then if this is a set of 5, that would require a set of 1 adding up to 10, which is never possible. So this is always 2 and 3, so therefore this has to add up to 10. Or sorry, 20, right? So this is always 20. In addition, you know this adds up to 2 times a sum digit, right? Well, if this is 2 times some digit, and this is even also as 20, this must be an odd digit. So it has to be 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Say this was a 1. Is that possible? Well, you could have a 2, 3, 5 here, and then 4, 6. But the rest would be 5, 8, and 9, which doesn't work. Or 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, it would be 7, 8, 9, which is obviously not double 1 value. So this cannot be 1 here. Actually, yeah, what are the potential values here, right? This is 20, so the 4 remaining digits must add up to 25. Well, this is 2 times something, right? So if this is 2 times something, that would mean this could be 9 or 8. If this is 9, this adds up to 18, and this would be 7. If this is 8, this would be 16, and this would be 26, so this would be 9. And 9 can never be on an arrow portion of an arrow, so this can't be 9. Therefore, this must be 7, which forces this to be 9. This is 1 or 2, which means this is 8 or 9. Well, the thing is, let's see. This again adds up to 20 for 5 digits. Because you can't have 4 and you can't have 2 2 and then 1 or 2 2 and then 1 because that would have one segment just of 1 adding up to 10, which is not possible. So this must be less than 20 here. If this is 8, this would be 8 times 3, which is 24, added together, because these two must equal this cell, and these two must add up to this cell. So that's 3 times 8, if that were the case. And then this cell, these 4 remaining digits would have to be 21. But that's not possible in a 5-length 10 line, right? You can't have 20. You can't even have... Yeah, I don't even know how you get 20 in discrete sets of 10 here. You can't get 21, sorry, in discrete sets of 20 here. So that's not possible. So this must be a 9, which makes... Sorry, not an 8, a 9, which makes this a 2. So this is 27, which means the remaining cells in the row have to add up to 18, which is 45 minus 27, 18. So therefore, this must add up to 20 as a whole, so this must be a 2. This is a 7. This is 2. It could be 8 with it. And this would then be 136 or 145. Or it could be 2, 3, and 5, or 2, 1, 7. There's a lot of possibilities here. Okay, this is 2. This has to be double something, and this is 20. So this also must be odd. This is 20, so this is 22 here. And this is 8 at most. And it cannot be 8, actually. We know that for certain. Because this is an even number, this is an even number, and this is an even number. To add up to an odd number, you need an additional odd number. So this has to be odd, which means this is 1, 3, or 5. So these 3 add up to 10. And these 2 must add up to 10. So it cannot be 1, 9, cannot be 2, 8, cannot be 3, 7. This must be 4 and 6. Because this can never add up to 10. This is 20. This is 2. So this can be 9 at least. If this is 9, this becomes 2 times 9, which is 18. Right? So then 2 times 9 is 18 plus 20 is 38. So then this has to be 7. And this is the largest this can be. If you shrink this, this would have to increase, but this can't be any larger. So this must be then a 5, which makes this a 3, which makes this 1 and 8. This has to be a 9. We have 2 sets of digits, of two digits adding up to 10. And it cannot be 1, 9 or 2, 8, so it must be 3, 7 or 4, 5. Sorry, 3, 7 or 4, 6. Which eliminates 3, 7, and 4, 6 from the rest of the column, so this must be 1 and 8. Okay. We have here 3 digits adding up to 10 because you can't have 2 and 1 as a breakdown. And it cannot contain a 3, so it's either 1, 2, 7 or 145, right? Well, 5 can't be here, and 2 can't be here. So this must be then a 2 or 5 here. This is 1 with 4 or 7. This can't be 1 anymore, so this is 8, which makes that a 1. This cannot be 2 and 7, so it has to be, well, it's many things. 3, 4, 6, 7 here. What can add up? So you cannot have a 1. You could have 4, 5 adding up to a 9. Or 2. You can have 2 with 5. You could have 2 with 6 adding up to an 8. Or 2 and 7 adding up to a 9. So this is 8 or 9. This is 2. So in the rest of the column... Okay, so this is 9. Oh, okay. This is the same value, right? So similarly to this has to add up to 20. This is 18 here because these two add up to that. So this has to be a 7. So this is 7, this is 3, which means this can't be 3 or 7. This is 4, 6. This can't be 7. We don't know anything else, though. This could be 2 sets of 2 adding up to 10 each, or it's 1 set of 4 adding up to 10 each. We're not sure. This can't be 9, so it could be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. If it's 4, these two would have to be 1 and 3, which is not possible because this can't be 3. This also has 3 digits adding up to it, unique digits adding up to it, so therefore it's at least a 6. This could be 6, 7, or 8. This then is 1 through 5, and we know we need a 1 there, right? And this can't be because it's either, it cannot add up to 9, so it's either 1, 2, 3 adding up to 6, 1, 2, 4 adding up to 7, 1, 2, 5 adding up to 8, or 1, 3, 4 adding up to 8. Either way, you need a 1. So this cannot be 1 because of this 1. So this must be a 1, which means this can't be 1. So this is an 8. This is an 8, which makes this a 1. So the 1 in column 6 has to be one of these 3 cells. Again, so this cannot have a 1 in either of these arrows. So this has to be at least 2 and 4, which makes this at least 6, 7, or 8. 1 has to be one of these 3 cells here. We're not sure which. This has to be at least 2 and 4. It could be 2, 5, or 2, 6. And it actually requires a 2 no matter what. Right? If you try to have something add up to 7 or 8 without a 1 or 3 or 2, the minimum is 4 and 5. That adds up to 9, which is not possible. So the 2 has to be here. So, let's see. What are the remaining digits here? It cannot have 1, 2, 4, or 5. Because if this is 2, 7, this becomes 4, 5. And if this is 2 with anything, this becomes 1, 4, 5. So the remaining digits have to be 6, 7, 8, and 9. This can't be 9, though, here. So this is 6, 7, or 8. This has to be 6, 7, or 8. Also, this can't be 9. This can't be 9. Well, this must be 9, then. Which means this cannot be 6. So this can't be 2 here to add up to 9. And now we have, this is either 2, 7, or this is 2, 7, which means you cannot have a 7 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 7, this can't be 7. This is 6 or 8. This cannot be 1. One of these is a 9. And we have 4, 6, 7 here as the other possibilities. So this is 9 with 4, 6, or 7. We're not sure which. If this is 8, this must be 2 with it. If it's 6, it can be 4 with it, or it's 1 with it, in which case this would be 3. Huh. We know this cannot be 2 here, though. This can't be 2 or 7. This can't be 2 or 7 here. So 2 or 7 cannot be here. 2 cannot be here, so 2 must be one of those 3. 2 or 7 cannot be here, but this could be a 2. And this can't be 2. Okay. Well, there you go. This can't be 2, 7 because of this. This can't be 2 because of the 2 that has to be here. Whereas the 2 in row 9, it has to be here. So this is 2, which forces this to be... Well, this can't be 2, so this forces this to be 4, 5, which means this can't be 5, so this is a 2. This has to be 1 and 7. This can't be 7 anymore. So it's 4, 6, and 9. This is 1 and 7. The 2 can only be with an 8 as a two-digit sum, because if it tried to be with 6, it would have to have a 2 here, or a 1, 1, which is not allowed in Sudoku. So this is an 8, this is a 6. This cannot contain a 1, and this cannot contain a 1. So they cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, adding up to 10 for 4 digits. And it cannot be 2, 3, 2, 3 because the 2 cannot be here specifically. And this can't be 2 actually either. So this has to be 1, 3, 4 adding up to 8. So this is 8. This can't be 2. So no 1, 3, 4 here. This must be 2 digits adding up to 10. Right? Because again, you can't have 1 here and 1 here. So that would be, if this was 4, which it would have to be, or 2 separate sets of 2 sets adding up to 10. This would have to be 2 and 3 without a 1, and 2 and 3. But this can't be 2 because of that 2. So this has to be 2 separate sets. Therefore, this must be 2 and 8 because it can't have 1, 3, or 4. Therefore, this is a 2, this is an 8, which means this can't be 2, so this must be a 2. The 1 has to be on the arrow, which means it must add up with 7 to add up to 8, so this is 1, 7. This can't be 1, 9, it can't be 2, 8, it can't be 4, 6, so it must be 3 and 7. This can't be 4 or 6 because of the 4, 6, 9 triplet in... well, actually, this has to be 6, which makes this a 4, which makes this a 5. That 4 means this is a 6. This 5 means that's a 4. So the remaining digit now is an 8 here. The remaining 2 digits here are 1 and 9. Not 1 and 9. 1 and 5. Okay. This is 1 and 5. This is 2 and 8. This is 2, which cannot add up with 8 to form a 2-digit pair adding up to 10. So it must be 3 digits, and it cannot contain a 1 because the 1 has to be here. So this has to be 2, 3, and 5. This can't be 3 because of the 3, 4, 3, 4 pair in the row. So this is a 5, which makes that a 3. This cannot be 1, 9. It cannot be 2, 7. Can't be 3, 6. Sorry, can't. 1, 9 can't be 2, 8 or 3, 7. It must be 4 and 6. So this is 4 and 6. This has to be 1 and 8 adding up together. This can't be 8. So this can't be 2 and 6. These 3 add up to 10. And you cannot have a 2. So it must have a 1 because it's either 1, 3, 6 or 1, 4, 5. And it cannot be 1, 4, 5 because that would eliminate 2 possibilities in these cells, and they would both then be 2, which is not allowed in Sudoku. So this has to be 1 and 3 and 6. We're not sure which ones. Therefore, this is 4 and 5 here because of the remaining digits that are left. These can't be 1. This can't be 7 because of the 1, 7 pair in the row. So this must be a 3. This has to be 7. The remaining digits are 4 and 5, but this can't be 4 because of the 3, 4 pair in the box. So this must be a 5, which makes this a 4. The remaining digits here are 6 and 9. This can't be 5, so this can't be 5 specifically. This cannot contain a 1 or 2. If you were to have 3 digits in a row, adding up to 10, you would have to have a 1 or 2. So this has to be 2 digits. It cannot be 1, 9. It cannot be 2, 8. And it cannot be 4, 6. Because if it were 4, 6, it would eliminate all possibilities for this cell and this cell. So this must be a 3 and a 7. Well, we know this has to be 7 because of what's left over in this box. So this must be a 7, which means this can't be 7. So this is a 3, which makes that a 7. Now, this could be 4 digits adding up to 10, or it could be 2 and 2. We're just not sure. Actually, it cannot be 2 and 2. If it were 2 and 2, it would have to be 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, or 4, 6. But those are all eliminated by the values that are already in that box. So this has to be 4 digits adding up to 10. This cannot be 2 and 4. If you try to have 1 and 5, that doesn't work because that would require this to be 1 and 3. You can't have 1 and 8 as a 4-digit number. So this must be then 1 and 3. And this has to be 2 and 4, which means this can't be 2, so this must be 2, this must be 4. This 4 means this is a 6, which makes that a 4. This 4 also means this is a 6, which makes that a 4. This can't be 4 or 6, so this is 9. This can't be 4 or 9, so this is 6. This 7 means this has to be 1, which makes that a 7. The remaining digits here are 5 and 8. That can't be 8, so this is 5, which makes that 8, not a 7. This 5 means this is a 4, which makes that a 5. We have 5 and 9 remaining here. This can't be 5, so this is 9, which makes that a 5. This 4 means this is a 3, which makes that a 4. This 9 means this is a 6, which makes that a 9. This can't be the 2 anymore, and it can't be 4, so this must be 5, which forces this to be 2. 2 and 5 add up to 7, so this is 7, which means this can't be 7, so this is 1, which makes that 7. This 1 means this can't be 1, so this is a 3, which makes that 1. The only place for 2 now, we have 8 2s, it has to be here. So this is a 2. The remaining digits here are 3 and 6. This can't be 6, so this therefore it must be 3, which makes that 6. This must be a 9 then. This is just normal Sudoku. This is a 6. This can't be 5 because of that 5, so this is a 1, which makes that a 5. This 1 means this can't be 1, so this is 8. This is 1. The remaining digit here is 4. Remaining digit in column 6 is a 9. This can't be 6, so this is a 3, which makes this a 6. The remaining digit here is a 7, and this has to be an 8. And that's how you solve it. Pretty nice use of the 10 lines to basically limit things. If you're not familiar with that, it could be a little hard for you to start this. But yeah. It's pretty straightforward once you get that, once you know the 10 lines. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.